Wow, sorry to say this, but your nose is extremely wide. I mean, if you don't care, that's cool, but I think you would be better off with surgery. What is up, lovelies? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany. I do beauty and all beauty related content. You're always welcome here. Thank you for stopping by. Today, as I'm sure you can tell from the intro, it's going to be a little different from my normal content for my returning people. As with a lot of YouTubers right now, the struggle to find and make different, innovative content, come up with new ideas, try to come up with things that haven't been done before that you're not tired of seeing. It's a struggle, okay? It's hard and it's not easy. And that comment came along at just the right time because I had no idea what I was going to do for this week's video because I was like, oh, I feel like people are going to tired of me like sitting around and talking and just doing my makeup and not being great at it. And then I came across that jewel of a comment and I was like, is that content I smell? Did these wide nostrils just sniff out some content? Because best believe I'm about to use that comment to make some content. And plus, this is a great way for y'all to see my personality and how I deal with things. More often than not, I choose humor. I'm not gonna put this person on blast. It's just not my style. I believe that the energy you put out is gonna come back to you. So this person is gonna get their just due. I don't have to do anything to contribute to that. So we're gonna go ahead and keep them anonymous. But I will, drop some nuggets of information that I found once I did some investigating on this comment. So let's begin. First off, let me say this to that commenter. Thank you for the content. It's very much appreciated because, yo girl, I have a whole notebook full of ideas, but just because I write it down doesn't mean I want to film it that day. You gave me an opportunity to bring new life to this channel, and that I appreciate. With that being said, I honestly don't get too many hate comments as of yet. I'm not big enough yet. I get the odd one every now and again. I get the thirst comments. I get the inappropriate comments. And it's not a big deal. When it comes to hate comments, I know like a lot of people say this, but I genuinely sometimes I feel like there's a chip missing in my head or something where I genuinely don't care. I've had people call me all types of names throughout my life, and I don't know, I don't know, I've never really cared, even when the intent behind it is incredibly malicious. I don't know, it's just one of those things. Like, even when people, I remember one time I got called weird when I didn't get upset when a boy called me the B word at the school cafeteria one day. Like, why aren't you mad? You should go tell him. And I was just like, I don't care. And it's not me being non-confrontational, though I am. When it's necessary, I have zero issues being confrontational because sometimes people really just need to be put in their place. Most of the time, it's just people trying to get a rise out of you. And when you don't give them that, I feed off of that anger when you don't give them the reaction that they want. Yeah. So long story short, hate comments 99.9% of the time are not going to bother me. And I know that this commenter is going to be like, well, you made a whole video about my comments, so obviously you're pressed. Obviously you're bothered. No, sweetie, I needed the content and you provided it for me. Okay, please understand that. I don't need you getting gassed up. Now, let's go over the comment itself. Now, to me, it comes off as very, very much passive aggressive. Now, to other people, it might not seem that way because they don't have the background information that I do, but tell me in the comments if you get something different from it, perhaps. I don't know. Wow. Sorry to say, but your nose is extremely wide. Nothing but facts. Yes, it is. I mean, if you don't care, that's cool, but I think you would be better off with surgery. Oh, you thought your opinion mattered. Okay, so let's talk about the nose. I do have makeup on and I have contoured it a bit, but even with makeup, you can see that it is indeed pretty wide. I need to be able to take in all of the oxygen, not some of it, all of it. And on a serious note, for real, I do like my nose. I feel like it fits my face and it, like, I don't know, I feel like if I try to like change one thing about my face, it'll throw everything else off balance and make it look weird. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe. I'm sure some people would be like, you look better with, the slimmer nose, the Eurocentric look. Let me see if I can do it. My nose look like this? Or like Like this, maybe? I don't know, I'm sure there are some people who feel like I should get a nose job and fix it, but your girl's not doing that anytime soon because your girl doesn't really have an issue with it. I never have had an issue with it. In fact, it's only ever been other people that have an issue with it. And to be completely honest, it's only been, let me think, like I want to say maybe like 2015-ish is when I started to get comments about my nose. Usually they'll comment about this monumentous forehead of mine. That's always the first target, which I absolutely love my forehead too. I wouldn't change it for a thing. Like, look at it. I literally have a 5 head. I could fit all 5 of my fingers on my forehead. I could fit a whole stadium on this forehead. But I love my forehead. But in middle school, elementary school, that was the thing people teased me about. It was never my nose. But yeah, it's really weird. I hadn't had any comments about it like growing up or coming up in school or anything like that, random strangers. It's only been in recent years that people have really had an issue with people with ethnic noses. So commenter, I'm not gonna change my nose. I do think my nose is cool. Thank you for saying that. As far as your surgery suggestion, I'm sorry, but it's a no for me. I appreciate you looking out for me. I appreciate your opinion, but it's a no. I don't feel the need to, and I don't see the need to. If someone has an issue with my nose, that sounds like a personal problem to me. So if you recall earlier, I said that this comment came off as very much passive-aggressive to me, and I'm sure some of you are like, how? Because you probably don't see it, or maybe you don't read it the same way that I do. That's the issue with typing and texting and all that. Sometimes what you mean to say isn't how it comes off, but I have background information that supports my theory. But I was going through my comments, I saw theirs, and I was like, okay. And I went to go delete and block it, but something told me, Tiffany, go ahead and click on their profile. Just click it. Just do it. Just do it. And I did. They had post upon post upon post villainizing, putting down, and trying to discredit the Black Lives Matter movement. Interesting, right? Very interesting. And some random music that they do, I guess. And I'm not gonna be mean, but I'm a firm believer in the belief that if you can dish it, you can take it. And since you give me your unwanted opinion, I'm gonna give you mine. Music isn't for everybody, and perhaps you should try a different path. I mean, if you like the path you're going on, that's cool, but I think you would be better off going down a different path. But anyway, this person had post upon post upon post villainizing the Black Lives Matter movement and the protests going on around the world. What does this matter, you ask? Well, this comment came after I made my Black Lives Matter video, and I'll give you props, commenter, because at least you knew better than to comment on that video specifically, because then your true motivations would have been much more transparent. You were smart enough to go on another video and comment that. You went on the highest viewed video of my channel. You got a little bit of something going on in there. You're smart enough to do that. So most likely what happened was you went a-hunting. You went a-hunting for videos of people supporting the movement. I'm probably not the only page where you left one of your passive-aggressive comments on, and I'm sure you felt real good about yourself afterwards. You thought you did something. You left your little comment because you thought it would hurt me. You thought it would give me pause. You thought it would bother me. And you thought you were smart enough to disguise your true intent. Now, I'm sure some people will probably look at this and be like, girl, you're reaching. You're reaching. Perhaps I am. But something in my gut is telling me that I'm not. Now, the me of the past used to want to sympathize with people like this, who left mean comments like this and thought they were doing something. I used to be that person that was like, oh my gosh, they're probably in a dark space, they're probably going through something, they're not happy in their own lives, yada 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 yada. But that me is dead and gone, so I'm gonna leave it at that. So let me go ahead and wrap it up. I truly do sincerely hope that perhaps you'll turn it around. It's never too late, commenter. I wish you luck on that journey whenever you decide to take it. But let me close out this video by going ahead and rating this comment. Let me go out of a 5. Out of 5. I would rate this a 0.5 out of 5 because it's very, very, very surface level. It's very, very, there's no nuance. There's no, like, gotcha moment. There's no wow. There's no pizzazz. It's like very low effort. Now, if you really wanted to hurt me, you would have to get to know me. You would have to get past my defensive layer, and then, and only then, will you be able to hurt me. It is the people closest to you that hurt you the most, after all. So 0.5 out of 5, lacking style, lacking attack power, very, very basic. That was a wasted effort on your part. Just focus on your music sport. So yeah, 0.5 out of 5. Incidentally, that's also what I rate your music. Alright, so that's it. That's the conclusion of the video. I just needed some content. Really didn't want to film another like get ready with me or makeup and chit chat because